All right, let me quickly give IP address to this computer first. I'm in PC number 12. PC number 12 IP address will be 192.168.1.3 slash 24. And in future, we'll be doing routing between the VLAN, so we may need gateway. So I'll say 192.168.1.254. Actually, this is not really needed for today's lab. I'm just having it. All right. So likewise, I'll go to PC10. PC10 will have IP address 2 here, and PC8 here will have 1. PC8 is going to be 1. And then let us go to PC7. Here it's going to be 0, 1, different subnet.
Mm-hmm.
And the gateway also need to be 0 to 54. All right, and then PC9. Oh no, that's going to be duplicate. PC9 should be 2 here. And then we got PC11 in that same subnet, same VLAN. And this is going to be 3. That's it. So we got the IP address in place, and if you see on Nexus, I have already finished configuring. I'll show you those configuration. But before that, I would like to show you this command, show system internal, I think it's L2, okay, L2 FM MAC. This will show what all MAC address that are learned. If you see here, we got this MAC address. Actually, it's a local MAC address. How do I know if you have 0 here? See, this output will change from iOS to iOS. Some versions are very beautiful output, not like this confusion, not like this confusion. This is local.
Mm-hmm.
This is local IP address. It's not an IP address learned from VLAN 10 or VLAN 20. This belongs to a switch, okay? So don't mind this IP address, MAC address. Don't mind this MAC address.
Okay.
Now I'm going to ping from here to 192.168.0.2, which is also in same VLAN, but on different leaf.
Yeah.
Okay, now it says unreachable, which means something is not properly configured. It's okay, I want to know whether the MAC address is getting learned. Go to, oh no, not at LAN. Maybe there is an access port problem. Show VLAN brief. I do have VLAN properly configured, you see. The interface is properly configured. And interface Ethernet 1/3 shutdown, and no shutdown. And also I would like to check whether the features are running. Show features. I want 2 features to be there. One is NV overlay. Feature show NVE I have.
The,
Segment VLAN. Let me try pinging one more time. I just said shutdown and no shutdown, so it may work. So I tested before I close this. Oh, look at this. VLAN 10, this is the MAC address of this connected device. Okay, the local MAC address is learned.
okay.
That's what I want to show you. Now let me go to
Okay.
Nexus 2 and say interface Ethernet 1/3, shut down once and then bring it up. Let me see interface Ethernet 1/4, shut down, or shut down. Now let us go back to the PC7 and try pinging. We must be pinging if everything is good. Sorry. Let me go to VPC 9 and try pinging 192.168.0.1. Okay, so this shows that the replication has not happened. We'll fix it. It is good that I was thinking like
Okay.
I'm just going to show what all I configured, but not only I'm going to show you what all I have configured, I'm also going to troubleshoot. You see, very first thing is you need to enable feature env overlay command. This is the command that enables VXLAN. Okay, this command is to enable
Okay.
VXLAN service. Let me also put another command which is to map the VLAN to VXLAN. For that, we need to say feature VN segment VLAN based. You see here it is very clear, right? We are mapping the VXLAN to VLAN. All right, and history, show CLI history. I'm going to copy these two features that I just enabled and I'll put it on the other leaves. These two commands are mandatory for VXLAN. Two features you need to enable on all devices. I have enabled. Secondly, after enabling the feature, we need to create the VLAN. The command to create is VLAN 10, and then we need to map the VN segment ID. Okay, for VLAN, you need to dedicate one number which will be used as a VNI. You know what is VNI?
Yeah.
VXLAN
Virtual
ID.
network.
That is called VXLAN ID, right?
Yeah.
So if you see show run VLAN, here you can see I have mapped. This is VXLAN ID. Don't, because I have put 10, don't think that this is VLAN number. No.
Yeah.
VXLAN number can be 1 to some millions.
Yeah.
Okay? So I have just given, to avoid confusion, usually people will give 4-digit number. It's okay, nothing
Yep.
wrong in giving 2-digit number. Now I would like to show whether the same thing, I want to check also whether I have configured on the other switch. Show VLAN, because we are actually troubleshooting now.
Right.
Show run VLAN. Okay, I got the same. tags. Now what is next is the mapping. See, we need to create a virtual interface and map the physical interface to use to form tunnel. Let me show you what I'm trying to say. Show run interface NVE1 network. Oh, wonderful. You see, what I have created is I have created a virtual interface called NVE, Network Virtualization Edge. And I am sourcing from loopback 0. That is the VTAP address. And what is the destination? Destination is whoever has this multicast address. For VNI 10 means for VLAN 10 we have given VNI 10, right?
Yep.
For that, to identify the remote site, remote switch, I have this multicast address. For VNI 20, I have this multicast address. I want to check whether the same multicast address, same configuration I have on this. So for, okay, I want to check it on then switch 1. In switch 1 also I want to say show run interface NVE1. Okay, I have given same number. Okay, so
Yep.
there should not be any problem in this because but I'm using multicasting. Because I'm using multicasting as the replication, I'm not using BGP, I'm not using any static route, I'm using multicasting. So they should know the rendezvous point. And also I want
Yep.
to make sure that they form multicast neighbor. Show IP PIM neighbor. Oh, this is the problem. You know why I was not picking? Because the multicasting is not configured. Let me check. Show IPM route. No, I do see multicasting. I do see multicasting. It says 1.1.1.1 is for this group. Also, for this group. See, there are two multicasts, right? We have one for VLAN
Yes,
10,
sir.
one for VLAN 20. You got multicasting correct here. This one, this is the source responsible for this multicast group, and it's the same source which is also responsible for this multicast group. So I think multicasting is good, but I think there is a problem with the rendezvous point. Show IP PIM RP. Okay. It says, I know rendezvous point. You know who is the rendezvous point? It's this guy.
Fine. Yeah.
So there is no issues. Show IP PIM interfaces. Brief. I can see that PIM is running on all these three routers. But I don't see PIM forming adjacency. Let me go to these routers. Hello routers, what happened to you? Are you running multicasting? I think these guys don't run multicasting. Show IP PIM interfaces. Problem is here. There is no multicasting enabled. Show IPM route. There is nothing there. Alright. Show IP PIM RP. Nothing. So the problem is on the spine, not on the spokes, not on the leaf. So let me enable IP PIM RP address 1.1.1.4. And then I will also repeat the same on router 5. If router 5 is also having the same problem, I also need to do it show IP PIM interface. Okay, here no problem. Here everything is good. Show IP PIM RP. It looks good, but the only router the problem was spined for. Okay, that is why we were not able to form, because the spine is the RP. Spine is the RP. Now show IP PIM interfaces. So I'll say interface Lubeck. No, yeah, Lubeck 0. IP PIM spares mode. Interface Ethernet 0/0. IP PIM spares mode. Interface Ethernet 0/1 IP PIM spares mode. Interface Ethernet 0/2 IP PIM spares mode. Okay, now what I'm expecting is on here, on this, I should see DR shortly. I'm expecting some designated router. Here PIM is running. Show IP PIM RP. Okay, we got RP. PIM neighbor. I don't see any neighbor. What's wrong? What's wrong? Maybe the pinging issues. Do we have OSPF 1.1.1.4? OSPF is also a problem. See, this Lubeck should ping, no?
Yeah.
I think there's a problem with OSPF. Show IP OSPF interface. OSPF is running on this 3 interface, but it is down. Okay, the problem is on the spine then. The problem is not on the leaf. On spine, on the other day I configured and I forgot to save it.
Save maybe, yeah.
Let me check whether I have IP address first. Show IP interface brief. Okay, good. IP address are there. Now I need to run IP interface loop interface range loopback 0, Ethernet 0/0 -3. IP OSP 1 area 0. OSP. Okay.
Ethernet interface 3 is not the part. Yeah.
Correct. Show IP OSP of neighbor.
Yeah.
It is neighbor with 3 and 2, not with 1. So I'm expecting 1 means Nexus 1. 1 means Nexus 1. I'm expecting Nexus 1 to come. Show IP OSPF interface brief. OSPF is running on Ethernet 00. Yes, it is running. I made it as point to point.
Okay, yeah.
So that unnecessary DRB we can avoid. Okay, the neighborship has not come with Nexus 1, so I need to troubleshoot. It still says down, 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 down. Show IP interface brief. Oh, administratively down. Interface Ethernet 1/1. No shit. Interface Ethernet 1/2. No shit. A lot of things have happened. Ping 1.1.1.1. It's not going to ping unless OSPF comes up. I want to check whether OSPF is there here. Copy. Write to memory, it will not work. Copy, run, start. Only this command is to save, config. I think OSPF is also an issue with Nexus. Show, run, router. Okay, OSPF is also not running. Show run Ethernet 1/1. Now OSPF is running. OSPF is running on this interface. Ping 10 14 0 4. This is directly connected, I think, on the other side.
It is 2, I believe, sir. Or
Let me go to 9 and try pinging. I'm in 9. I'll try pinging
3.
11, which is 3. There are also some issues. So, going back to fix this. Show IP OSPF neighbor. No neighbors. I think OSPF is not running. Let's next go to Nexus. Show run route. Okay, so feature OSPF, router OSPF1, and then I go into the interface and enable it. Likewise, do I have it here? Show run OSPF. Oh, here I got it. It's there. IP router, this is the command, router OSPF1, area 0. Feature if, okay, then why you're not forming neighbor? Show IP. Still administratively down. I'm worried what happened. I'll shut down once and then I'll bring it up.
Nothing on the console, right? It usually shows,
No, not on Nexus. Nexus logs will not come. Okay, now the neighbor has come, you see. Spine says neighbor has come. You see that?
Yeah.
Now I'm expecting the ping from PC7. PC9. Okay, so still there is some issue. Let's go back. Now interface has come up. We are fixing one by one. Show IP interface brief. OSPF has come up. That's cool. And I need to see whether I'm able to ping
Can you
Raghav.
check it is up for both these spines, sir? OSP?
Yeah, I'll check. Source, loopback, source, 101. I'm able to ping the RP. That's a good news. And I'll go to spine as you said. Yeah, it's neighbor. Yeah, show IP pim RP. So this also knows RP. Show IP pim neighbor. I should see 3 neighbor. Yes. Likewise, I also want to check pim neighbor on spine 4. Okay, that's nice. Now multicasting is not a problem. Multicasting is not a problem. Now what is the problem? Let's check. Show run interface NVE1. We have said any traffic coming in this you need to send to this group member. Good. done the mapping earlier. Show, run, VLAN 10. We have all those things correct. VLAN 10. VLAN 10 and 20. What is wrong? Multicast replication is not happening. Show IP interface brief. Show SPF neighbor. Okay, two neighbor, that's correct. Only two spines should be neighbor. Show IP PIM neighbor. Okay, there should be two neighbor, it is there. Show IP PIM interface brief. Okay, I also want to check PIM neighbor here. Show IP PIM neighbor. Okay, good. So multicasting is good. We got the show run. Let me just go through the configuration. Okay, this is for multicasting, this is for mapping, this is for OSPF, this is for VXLAN enabling, VLAN, okay, RP is enabled, SSM range is given, VLAN mapping is done, NVE is done. That's all. Important things are already there. Okay, the customer facing interfaces in VLAN 10 and 20, those things are good. Everything looks good. I want to check on Nexus 2 whether the interface Ethernet 1/3, I'll just shut down once and then I'll say no shutdown. Because interface Ethernet 1/4, shut down once and then no shutdown. Copy. I tested and I think I forgot to save some places. That's why we missed something.
Our IP is correct, sir, on this VPC 7 and 9. Like,
let me check. Show command will show you. 192.168.0.1 and on 9 192.168.0.2. That's right. Show VLAN brief 1/3 1/4. That's right. Show VLAN brief /3 1/4. Okay, then I'll do one thing. I'm going to do some changes to my lab. Show running. I'm going to say interface NVE 1. Okay, instead of using multicasting, I'm going to do something different, okay? So I'm going to do static just for testing, okay? There is also static method which I was trying to teach you next, but let us finish static now. Later we will come back to multicasting. So let this be here. I'm going to now say no NV, and then I'll say again interface NV, and then I'll say no shutdown, and then I'll say source interface loopback 0, and then I'll say member VNI 10. These are all same, but instead of using multicasting, I can use a protocol to use BGP, or I can say increase replication, and I'm going to say protocol, and I'm not going to use BGP this time. I'm going to say static. Statically, I'm going to say the remote leaf. You understand? Static. And now, who is the member? Peer IP. Okay, that's the command. Peer IP is who? 1.1.1.2, isn't it? We have jumped into increased replication static. What I did is for VNI 10. Now I'm going to do for VLAN 20, VNI 20. VNI 20, and the command is increase replication using static, and the peer IP is 1.1.1.2. Peer IP is 1.1.1.3. So this is not going to use multicasting now, because I removed mcast address. Similarly, I'll do it on the other nexus. So show run interface NVE1. This is what we just configured. I'm going to copy this to the notepad. And first I'll remove the old one by putting this command. And now for router for Nexus 2, this will be one here, isn't it?
Yeah.
Fine. Then I'll copy this. I'll go to Nexus 2. What happened? Something went wrong.
You're not in. Yeah.
Copy this. Right. So we need to paste this on. I think we have already
You're on mute,
pasted.
sir, if you're talking.
We need to go to. Okay, I'm going to change this as 2, and this will be a configuration for our Nexus Leaf 3. Copy this, put it on 3.
And what image you're using, sir? On this is titanium.
This is the version that we need, 9.3.9. Okay, so now what we are doing is we are doing static replication, and I have finished the configuration. Let me save it on the other 2 devices. Copy, run start. So on here. Okay, now I'm expecting a beautiful pink. Cool.
Yeah.
How fast it is. So it was the multicast issue. We'll fix that in another day. I want you to do this lab. Try it out, okay? By going through this video, you try it out.
Possible for you to share this image, sir? Nexus?
Of course, why not?
Yeah, I will just.